Welcome back to the Drive channel, and today I'm going to be replacing the air conditioning AC compressor, that's this piece over here, on the XK. Now last year the air conditioning stopped working, and I've done the test, and I'm almost 100% sure that it's the I'm essentially 100% sure that it's the AC compressor, because it's holding a charge no problem. It doesn't have any leaks or anything like that. So that's what I think it is. And it's going to require a fair amount of work. You have to remove a part of the frame down below, and you're going to I have to remove one of the driver's side, or the left side engine mount, and a few more bolts and nuts, and it's going to be a lot of work, and that's why I've kind of avoided it. The other reason why I've avoided it for this long is because at the time that this AC conked out in this car, I had just bought the Ferrari, and that was a whole project. So I was like, okay, I'm just not going to be able to deal with this for a little while, perhaps years. So it's a year later, and now I'm getting to it. So let's go. So you can see that the car is jacked up. I have it on 4 jack stands in the front. I have the engine being supported by just a block it's actually just sitting under the pan and part of the frame, so that I can remove the engine mount. And obviously the wheel is removed. Just helps to see things a little bit better. May not even be necessary to remove the wheel, but it just gives you more room to kind of walk around and slide underneath the car and everything. So that's so now the next step is to remove the compressor, which is right through. It's very dark, but there it is in there. And by the way, I also from up above, I took the belt off. Incidentally, if you want to remove the belts in this car, the hood has a mode where you can put it up, where you can put it straight up. You just have to remove the struts and then put some kind of a screwdriver or something through these little slots there, and that will allow you to put the hood straight up in the air in service mode. Okay, so down below, here's what has to be removed. So you have this piece of frame here. Excuse the mess. I have a bit of a leak here. So you have to remove this A-frame here. Those are the 2 bolts in the front. A couple of bolts back there. And then if you come over this way, a couple of bolts here as well. I know it's pretty dark, but it's shaped like the letter A. That has to be removed so that you can fit the compressor through this cavity here. And I also have to remove the engine mount. So there's underneath here, which I've already removed. Underneath there's the bolt that holds the engine mount to the frame, sort of in that cavity. That cavity there. You can see that the bolt's already been removed. And then I have to remove the engine mount, which is 4 bolts, 2 that are easy to get to here, and then 2 that are on the other side of that. So there's 4 bolts in total, and those you can get by accessing on the other side around this way, which you really can't even see. But trust me, you can get them that way, because I did actually remove the other 2 already. So now I have to remove that and sort of fit this through, and I'm hoping that I can get this engine mount through without removing the A-frame, because obviously I haven't done that yet. So we'll see. If it doesn't fit, if it doesn't come out, then I'll have to remove the A-frame, and it doesn't really matter either way. So let's see. Okay, so I fast forwarded quite a bit. That's the old compressor. It's out. The new one is in, and the car is on the ground. So now the next step is to charge the system. So what I did was I drew a vacuum on this, and it's been holding. That vacuum has been holding for about I think 25 minutes so far. So I'm going to just make sure that it can hold a vacuum for at least 30 minutes or so, and then I'm going to charge the system. So yeah, the next step. So what you need is manifold set, and you need a little vacuum pump, which I bought on eBay for new for, I don't know, like 50 bucks or so. And then you need to hook everything up, and then you're gonna also need a couple of cans of refrigerant. So the Jag's gonna take
2 full cans of refrigerant, because it actually tells you how much you need right over here. So this tells you in grams and ounces how much you need. So 25, plus or minus 25 grams, 700 grams, or 1 pound, and 8.5 ounces. So let's see. All right, so the first can's going in. So I don't know if you could see that, but it is flowing in, and the temperature in here is going down. So that's all good things. So there you have it, another successful project. It was successful eventually. This was actually the first time I've ever fixed air conditioning on a car ever. So one of the things, couple of notes after the fact. One is to properly charge the system. I didn't really get into a lot of detail. Chris Fix has a very good video on how to do it, exactly how to purge the system and how long that you let the vacuum go. You have to let the vacuum go for a good half hour or so. And so that's one note. The second thing is that when you, I at least found it difficult to get every little bit out of the refrigerant can. So if you buy exactly 24 ounces and you need 24 ounces, you may want to buy a little bit more, because I probably left, I don't know, I'd say maybe a ½ ounce in each can. It just, you just can't get to the bottom of it for some reason. At least that's the trouble I had. So that's another thing of note. The other thing too is that don't wait until it's really hot to do this, which is exactly what I did. I skipped through a lot of the replacement of the compressor because it was so hot and so miserable that it was really it was not a lot of fun, but it worked. I've been out in the car, it's ice cold, and so there you have it. So that's another quick video, and some more videos coming along. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the BMW behind me and everything that's wrong with it, and I'll have some projects on that in the future as well. In fact, one of the projects that I'll have on that is the air conditioning, because that doesn't have air conditioning that functions either. So anyway, like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I will see you in the next video.